Good day everyone, I'm Glory L. Alingon, and today our topic for today is about preparing biointensive gardening. So what is biointensive gardening? Bio Biointensive agriculture is an organic agricultural system that focuses on achieving maximum yields from a minimum area of land while simultaneously increasing biodiversity and sustaining the fertility of the soil. So, biointensive is a method of growing as much as organic food as possible in the smallest amount of space. The methods draw upon a variety of intensive agricultural methods practiced thousands of years ago in China. Greece and Latin and biodynamic techniques developed in the Europe in the early 1920s. So the culminations of these techniques has developed into what is now called grow biointensive sustainable mini farming. It is a method adapted to address the sustainable nature of the global food system which nearly all of us depends on. The method was designed to provide food security for those who practice it, while continually building and develop the soil and conserving the natural resources. The result is producing safe food year after year in this small space. Practiced in over 130 countries across the world, this method has proven that a complete diet can be produced by people in any climate where food can be grown with very limited resources. So, I want to share you the 8 elements of biointensive farming. So, number one is the double tag raised bed. Double tag raised beds to create a healthy environment for roots and beneficial. The goal of biotag raised bed is to build soil and soil structure. So, deep soil structure preparation by loosening soil to the depth of 60 cm. Ideal soil structure has both porous space for air, land, and water to move freely and soil particles that hold together nicely. All supports plant roots and soil organisms that give life to the soil and enhance nutrients availability for the plants. Soil holds water better than compacted soil, requiring less watering. It is also facilitates root penetration, supporting healthy plants and minimizing erosion. So nakikita nyo naman dyan sa picture, nag um, tawag dito, na nagbubungkal sila ng lupa para maka-create sila ng double tag raised bed. So, next, next is composting to provide healthy, inexpensive fertilizer that keeps the soil producing year after year. So, nakikita nyo naman dyan sa picture, tapos na sila nagbungkal ng lupa. Then, the, the goal, the goal of composting is to maximize compost quality and quantity and maximize microbial diversity. No. It also maximizes microbial biodiversity through correctly built and cured compost pile using plant materials from your farm, food scraps from your kitchen, and soil from the beds. So next to So let's move to the number three, intensive planting to maximize efficiency. Intensive planting. Intensive planting to maximize efficiency and productivity and to conserve water. So the goal of intensive planting is to create, enhance, and uninterrupted root and plant growth. So let's move to number four, companion planting. Companion planting to take advantage of the beneficial synergy between certain plants. The goal of the companion planting is to focus on the whole garden to create a thriving mini ecosystem with beneficial interrelationship. Companion planting draws a diverse insect population to the garden by using plants of many types and colors that flowers all season long. Additionally, a place for insects to drink water and to protect the night can be helpful. And this action will support a balance of beneficial insects that prey on insects, pests, and pollinate the crops. Lastly, choosing strong scented plants like marigolds will help repel unwanted insects. So let's move to number five, carbon farming, growing fertilizer while growing food. So the goal of carbon farming is support closed system sustainable soil fertility. Carbon it refers to plant materials, also called biomass, that has a lot of complex cell structures and meets all the criteria for mature materials for compost building. Carbon farming promotes sustainable soil fertility by focusing on growing crops that produce a large amount of carbonaceous materials or mature materials for composting. So, in addition, carbon farming has a diet element. The important cereal crops mentioned above also produce unedible seeds, emphasizing crops that produce compost materials and a significant amount of calorie-rich food sustains the soil and the farmer. Number six is calorie farming. Calorie farming is growing the greatest number of calories per pound of food. So the goal is goal of calorie farming is a complete diet in the smallest areas possible. So calorie refers to the energy that is found in food we eat. Calories are essential for human life and are is all food to some degree. Calorie farming produces a complete diet in smallest space possible by focusing on special root crops that are calorie dense and yields in a small area. So let's move to the use of number seven, the use of open pollinated seeds. It is to encourage farmer independence and regional food security. The goal of the use of open pollinated seeds is to maximize speed production and quality and preserve genetic diversity. Using open pollinated or OP seeds allows the farmer to save seeds on the farm, providing for future crops through growing healthy, locally acclimatized fresh seeds. And this helps create a self-sufficient closed system by reducing dependence on large or small seed vendors. And by saving money, it is generally possible to grow all the seeds necessary for next year, currently about 30% additional area. Let's move to number 8, a whole system farming method. Using a whole system farming method, using all aspects of the system to create a healthy, sustainable farm. The goal of the number 8, a whole system, the goal of whole system farming method is to integrate all the principles into your garden to create balance. Biointensive gardening requires farmers to act with thought and foresight, recognizing that the farm itself is part of a greater ecosystem that should be thriving. So keeping half of your land is in wild is possible nurtures and plants, insects, and animals diversity that I surround the farm and provides a better buffer that allows it to exist and thrive. So that's next. This means that choosing grow biointensive meaning farming techniques smaller farmers can grow food using 67% up to 88% less water, so they still may grow food in drought like the one taking place in Kenya right now. 50% to 100% less purchase fertilizer, so they can still grow food even when they don't have enough money. 99% less energy than conventional agriculture while using a fraction of the resources, so they don't contribute agricultural pollution. In fact, grow biointensive help sequester carbon in the soil, which helps reduce greenhouse gas levels in the atmosphere, and that grow biointensive when used as recommended by ecology action can also help farmers. Peruvians produce up to 2 to 6 times more food per unit of land as compared with conventional agriculture. This means more food security and less poverty, particularly for those who need it most, small farmers in developing countries. Particularly for those who need it most, so it means kinakailangan kung sino ang nangangailangan, yung mga small farmers na kay, yung mga small farmers para ma-develop ng country. So build fertile soil sustainable up to 60 times faster than nature. So farmers can continue to feed their families and communities in the future without destroying their environment. Reduce the amount of land needed to grow equivalent amounts of food and compost materials by as much as 50% or more as compared with conventional agriculture. This means protected ecosystem, more wildland, safer wildlife, and healthier, happier planet for us of all. So thank you very much for listening. So that's all for today. Thank you.